Welcome back, everyone. There were a number of intriguing talents in the 2022 NBA draft, but perhaps the most intriguing one that did not get drafted is none other than Kenneth Lofton Jr. A 19-year-old sophomore out of Louisiana Tech, Lofton Jr. is simply built different. And I'm really not joking about that either. The guy is only 6'7", but he weighs somewhere around 280 pounds. Now, he does appear to have slimmed down a bit, but it's not like it was holding him back. In fact, he used that weight, or rather strength, to regularly overpower his matchup throughout college. And it really did not matter who or what position was matching up with him either. He bullied everyone from guards, forwards, and even centers throughout college. Many claim that would stop once he got to the NBA draft combine, or whenever he began facing tougher competition. But here we are now at Summer League, and the guy is still bullying everyone. He nearly got himself drafted by dominating the draft combine, and pretty much every workout he attended too. And while he did end up going undrafted, he was quickly picked up on a two-way contract afterwards. The Memphis Grizzlies did not waste any time giving him one, and it appears to be paying off already, as he just got done bullying Chet Holmgren, the second overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Now, do not get it twisted. I am not making this video to direct any slander at Chet Holmgren. In fact, I really like his game and overall potential, and I might even make a video on him soon as well. However, we cannot overlook the fact that Kenneth Lofton Jr. dominated him. He was an absolute nightmare matchup for Holmgren, and he really exposed his one major weakness. But again, this video is not about Chet Holmgren, it's about Kenneth Lofton Jr. Unfortunately for Holmgren though, he ended up being the victim of Kenneth Lofton Jr. having a breakout game. In under 24 total minutes, Lofton put up 19 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, and knocked down a couple of threes for good measure, with a majority of those numbers coming against Holmgren. And coming into this matchup, I imagine that many thought Holmgren would be the one to dominate. After all, he does have the major height advantage here, having roughly 7 inches over Lofton Jr. That obviously was not enough though, as their battle was not decided by height, but rather by strength, and there is no doubt about who has the advantage there. Like I mentioned before, Lofton Jr. is somewhere around 280 pounds. That was what he weighed at the draft combine, and even if you want to drop 10 to 15 pounds to that, he is still significantly heavier and stronger than Chet Holmgren. And not only him, but honestly, a majority of the NBA, which is really quite the rarity for a rookie, let alone a 19-year-old one. The Memphis Grizzlies really seem to like athletic anomalies. Kenneth Lofton is obviously one of them, but don't forget about David Roddy either. Another guy who is simply built different, and is truly an athletic marvel given his frame. I actually made an entire video on him if you want to check that out, but in regard to both of them, it's clear that Memphis really has a thing for unique players. And I believe that Kenneth Lofton Jr. could be a steal for them. His game has really been developing rapidly over the past year, and it might just be the beginning. Now that he has NBA level trainers, nutritionists, and a full-time staff to work with, he will only continue to get better. And in my opinion, he's got the potential to make an impact at the NBA level. In addition to his physical dominance though, he's got legitimate skills too. He can put the ball on the floor, shoot from the mid-range, and is even developing a three-point shot, all of which only appear to be getting better. And the way he plays really reminds me of a young Zach Randolph, who just so happens to be a former member of the Grit and Grind Grizzlies. I mean, you can't tell me the way he dominates in the paint does not remind you of Zebo, and while I'm not sure he can reach that kind of potential, he certainly can offer value. With all of that being said though, what do you guys think about Kenneth Lofton Jr., and how good do you think he can become? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.